we have these psychological covers for our insecurities. There are moments when we've been wounded and it's so deep, so intense that we have to restory that experience in order to survive, in order to keep going without feeling the intense suffering. And so what we do is we come up with a story like, oh, I didn't really want that anyway. Like, let's say your deeper insecurities are, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of love, I'm not smart enough, my voice is not worthy at the conversation table, I am not worthy. And so you come up with a story that is the inverse of that, that is like, I am smarter than everybody else. They just don't appreciate me. They just don't understand the things that I understand. I have special powers of perception. I am brilliant. I'm a genius. They just don't get it because they're somehow inferior. They're not spiritually awakened. I am. And so then we cling to this story, which really prevents us from being curious and learning more. And the great irony of this is that that story is preventing us from being enlightened and preventing us from engaging with the collective group of thinkers to influence them. It's protecting our ego, our wounded ego, but it's not serving us in any other way. It's actually locking us up, preventing us from moving forward. The great truth is that, none of us and all of us are extraordinary. None of us and all of us are the best at anything. They say, don't try to be the best at something. There's always going to be someone better than you. Well, unless there's not, right? Or if you're very precise about what it is you want to be good at. Understanding that you are a unique individual and that your voice is worthy no matter what. No matter what rejections you've had, no matter what abusive things people have told you, you're worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of acceptance. You are part of the tribe. You aren't rejected. You are part of it right now. And if people aren't accepting your voice right now because you're being too loud or too insensitive or imprecise with your judgments, then work on that. That's time for curiosity. To get curious and go, I wonder how I could articulate this in a way that these people might understand what I'm saying, or it might actually add to their dialogue. Let me learn more about what they're doing so that I can see where my ideas might fit in. Then we become part of the team, and that's really what we're talking about. We can live a fantasy world in our own little heads, but that's not where most of life is. Life is in the engagement. It is in the relationship with others, with the tribe. And so if we really want to feel alive, we need to meet the tribe where they are and bring the best of ourselves to that situation. I think of Buddhist teachings as really attempting to dethrone the ego and let you just be comfortable, not react to anything, but be passively accepting of what is. I think of that line from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where you have Li Muban, the greatest warrior in China. And he says, like all things, I am nothing. Like I am valueless, but I attempt to be a teacher right now. It's like what we do is so dependent on our attitude, on our preconceived version of what is possible. So instead of finding that we're defeated, instead of creeping into those trauma reactions to pain where we feel rejected and somehow we need this ego coping mechanism to protect us for years, let's try to deal with those emotions. Let's try to actually feel the pain of that rejection, feel the pain of that non-acceptance, and then get curious. Curious about what it is. Not that we have to solve it or remove it, except that it is real, that it's a pain, that you feel it. But don't be beaten by it, and don't react to it. Just be honest with it. And once we can do that, we may get back into a present conscious state of mind necessary to do what we're really here for.